Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Level Up Lomax back with another legendary video. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how I'm moving to a new city. Love, the time has finally come for me to leave my hometown and move to a new city. The city that I'm moving to is brand new. I've only been there probably once or twice, but the area is not new. I went to college in the area a long time ago. When I used to think about moving, it was always, a valuable option, but it was just time. Leading up to this, everybody was asking me, like why? Just like I just said, it was just time. Like, I grew up in my hometown, of course, and I'm 28 years old, so I've been there, 25 years? So, it was just time, man. It was like, I had been feeling this for probably 2 years that, I wanted to leave or whatever. It's kind of like hard to make that decision because it's kind of like you leaving everything that you used to and going to, an unfamiliar area or whatever, and having to get acquainted with the area, and all of that. But by me being a truck driver and me going to a lot of different cities, especially when I was over the road, I was in a different city almost every day. So it was kind of like, it was easier for me because, I got used to being in unfamiliar areas, and then when I was delivering, I was delivering in a lot of different areas, a lot of unfamiliar areas where I had to learn my way around and know what roads I could be on and I couldn't be on. And that made it easier in my mind to make the move, just because it was kind of like I deal with the unfamiliarness on a daily basis, especially when I was over the road. And when I first started trucking, I didn't know what my route would be almost daily. I didn't know where I was going daily, and when I was over the road, I didn't even know what state I was going to, sometimes I get a load, I'm in Indiana and I'm going all the way to Kansas, so when it came to moving, I was like, it's not going to be that hard because I'm used to the unfamiliarness. And now that I'm making a move, I get excited now because I'm like, okay, I get to explore. When you're in a semi-truck, you really just going to your destination, and that's really it. You may be able to stop at a few different places, but you don't really get to explore, So with this, I was just like, it made me excited because I'm like, okay, I get to explore, find nice new restaurants and a new gym and just see what the city has to offer, and obviously I did my research before I moved, but it was more so like housing and schools for my kids and things like that. That was the most important research that I did. I kind of saved all of the miscellaneous stuff for when I actually got here, and of course, looked up crime rates and stuff like that. The most important things that you need to pay attention to when you move into an area you've never lived in or whatever. But now it's more exciting that I'm actually about to be here, and obviously I've spent some time here before I actually made the ultimate move to where, like, I'm not going back to my hometown, but the time has come and I'm excited, and I've always heard, that, you need to get up and move out of your hometown. You need to basically get out of your comfort zone, and not that you can't prosper in your hometown or you can't, do things in your hometown that you can do in another city. It's really more so of, you know, getting out of that safety net and being able to adjust in new areas or whatever. And obviously these new areas, obviously I wouldn't move to somewhere that didn't have more opportunities than where I was living, you know. And just one example, trucking jobs and, you know, just different situations like that, opportunities in my career, you know, there's a lot more opportunities. And I'm excited about that as well. You know, like I said in my previous video, I am taking a break from trucking for a while, but you know, when I do come back to the game, you know, I got a lot of different options, you know, a lot of, you know, just different opportunities, you know, and I'm excited about that, you know. A lot of people, you know, want to like meet new people and stuff like that. I really don't care too much about that because, you know, I'm not the type that needs a lot of friends. You know, I only got 2 friends now, and they actually moved away to different states. So, you know, that was one thing that made it more appealing to me to move, was because I'm like, man, my guys moved away and they just fine, you know, and neither one of them came back. And I think they moved away like 5 years ago. Like, one of them moved away for longer than that time ago or whatever. So, you know, it was just time, man, and I'm excited. You know, I'm about an hour out from the destination, you know, and I'm just excited, man. Like, it was just time to make a change. You know, I was feeling like my time had run its course in my hometown. Like, I was just tired of just riding those same streets, you know, tired of, you know, it was a small town, you know, no more than like 30,000, 40,000 people, you know, and, you know, I was just tired of it, man. You know, when you come from a small town, it's like everybody knows each other, and, you know, people all in your business, and, you know, every time something happened, you know, I don't know, I just didn't like the feelings no more. Like, I didn't like, you know, and it's only a handful of jobs, you know, and I don't know, I just didn't like it, you know. Growing up, I always wanted to live in a bigger city, you know. I was born in Chicago, you know, but I grew up in Danville. So, you know, it was kind of like, and I grew up going back and forth to Chicago for summers and family stuff and all of that. I got a lot of family there still. And it was kind of like, you know, like, I always liked the big city shit. The number one thing though, was the options. You know, you just got a plethora of options when it comes to everything. Like, you know, just if you want to hang out, it's a lot of different type of activities, you know. Growing up in a small town, you would always have to travel to do fun shit. Like, and I didn't like that, you know. I wanted, you know, to be able to have things in my city that was fun, you know. I wanted to be able to, you know, not have to, you know, always travel to have fun, you know, or for resources. You know, a lot of times we'll have to go to the next city over for more resources, you know. It's just, people from small towns get it, you know. I just always wanted to live in a city, you know, and be able to move around more and have more options and more opportunities and stuff like that, man, you know. And like, it was just time, you know, and I was ready for something different. I was ready for a change. Then another thing about my town in particular was that, you know, I was tired of seeing rundown shit. Like, I was tired of seeing rundown houses and broke down cars in driveways and shit. Like, not that my city is poor, but it's just not as developed, and it's not developing as fast as other areas, or as I feel that it should be, you know. And it's a lot of like small town politics that got something to do with that, you know. And I just never liked that, you know. And I feel like, you know, and when I was going to all of these other cities and all of that, and I was seeing how developed it was, it made me realize just how underdeveloped my city was, you know. And it was just like, I don't like it, you know. I like to see progression, you know. I like to see, you know, that I like to know that my city is changing with the times, and they, you know, I don't know. I was just, that's just one of the reasons that I felt like it was time to go, you know. I want to be in a more developed area, an area with more opportunities, with more resources, you know, and that's just it, man, you know. But, you know, and it's the beginning of a new journey, you know, and I was kind of just ready to close the chapter on my life there, you know. I was ready for something new. I wanted a fresh start, you know. I wanted more opportunities, you know, and that's just what it is, man. I just want to speak on that, man. I'm moving to a new city. If you in the Chicago suburb area, what is it, north suburbs, I think, I don't know. I'll learn it once I be here for a little while longer, but if you're in that area, you might run into your boy. That's really all I want to speak on, man. That, you know, I'm moving to a new city, making a pilgrimage. But man, look, if you live in an area that is not serving you how you feel it should be serving you, leave. Like, you know. And one of the best things was, you know, I talked to my kid's mom, you know, and she was ready. And when I talked to my mom, she said go. I mean, she didn't even really let me get my explanation out of why I wanted to leave. She said go. And once I heard that, I was like, yeah, it's time. It's time, you know. And that's just it, man. So I'll be documenting the journey of, you know, getting acquainted with my new city, you know, and getting comfortable, you know. I've already started, you know, looking around and, you know, exploring a little bit, you know. And I'm happy with what I've seen, you know. One of the important things to me was finding a good gym, and it's plenty of options. You know, the city that I'm moving to actually just built a huge, nice new gym, you know. So, you know, I'm like, man, look, all the shit that I was wanting and thinking about, and it's there, you know. And my kids' schools is awesome. Like, I don't use that word. Well, they schools is on point though. Yeah, like they, you know, like definitely 10 times better than the schools where I come from. So, you know, I'm excited about that, you know. My kid's mother was able to find a great job, you know, paying more than what she was making. So the way that things are falling into place, it's just meant to be, I feel, you know. And I'm definitely excited about that, you know. Definitely excited to start this new journey, you know. And just, man, look, just start over in a new city, you know. And I get to explore, I get to, you know, get acquainted with the city and use the resources that they have available, and I'm excited about that, you know. But that's really all I got for y'all, man. I'm running into traffic, so I need to go ahead and pay attention, but feel free to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like I said in the previous video, I won't be doing too many trucking vlogs for a while, since I'm taking a break from that. But stick around, man. I got a lot of videos coming, you know, a lot of things to speak about, you know, and I want to involve y'all in that. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Level Up Lomax, checking out.